everyone, it's Melissa, and welcome back to my channel. Are you ready to make a beautiful gemstone and check glass necklace, perfect for the autumn season? On this video, I will be designing with beads claimed from the Softlex Company live sale, as well as some closeout items available on softluxcompany.com. And any of the products I am using today, I will leave a link down below in the description. And we are adding in these beautiful and sparkling Goldstone 16 millimeter coins, and they are from Beautiful Soul Jewelry. And I will leave a link down below for their Instagram. They have live sales every Saturday night. They are just absolutely fantastic. So I hope you go ahead and check out Beautiful Soul Jewelry. So this is going to be kind of like a little charm, but yet a statement necklace. So I went ahead and added on my check glass owls. They were also from Softlex Company, and I put them on some head pins. So I'm just going to make a simple loop using my one-step looper, and you can use your round nose pliers if you would like to make your loop or a wrapped loop. In our necklace, we will be using the Butterscotch Softlex color, just a perfect autumn color. Unfortunately, it is sold out, so you could use a garnet or a metallic color like the copper color. But I just think the butterscotch is going to look so well with that goldstone. And goldstone is a man-made stone or gemstone. And the little sparkles are just little specks of copper when they heat up the glass. This is pretty interesting how they make them. And there's also a blue goldstone, which is like little purple specks as well. And then there's a green one. So super fun. This is a beautiful autumn color. You can also pair it with some tiger eye as well. And before we start creating, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It helps my little channel grow. So we're just going to make our little wrapped loops and then attach them to 6 millimeter jump rings. So we're just going to slide it into our hole and give it a squeeze. And I'm using the 1.5 millimeter. So this just gives us a perfect loop. And then I'll go back with my round nose pliers and make sure that my loop is completely closed. I wouldn't want to lose any of my little components. And if you had more owls, you could always make matching earrings as well. I just love these little melon beads. They're so cute. So we're going to take our round nose pliers and just make sure that they're closed. Autumn is my favorite time of year. I just love all the leaves and all the beautiful colors. Our little owls. Now we're just going to attach them to the 6 millimeter jump rings. If you wanted to, you can use soft flex craft wire and make your own eye pins, head pins, and even jump rings. So gently twist side to side to open our jump ring, and then we're going to give it a close. We're going to have a little parliament of autumn owls. So we're just going to add all those on. And the 3 little owls are going to be the center of the necklace. And close. We'll hear that little click with the jump ring, and that's how we'll know it's secure. So we have our owls. I'm going to bring in our soft flex wire, and I'm going to use about 20 inches of the wire. And then I'm going to attach my clasp at the end of the project to some jump rings. A couple reasons. With jump rings, if you ever want to switch out your clasp in the future, instead of having to restring the entire project, you can just open up the jump ring, switch out the clasp, or extend it with a piece of chain or soft flex wire. We're just going to add on our first little owl. We're going to add in 2 of these little daisy spacers in check glass, and they're in copper. Add 2 together or multiples, and they kind of stack. So it just gives it like a little spacer bead. Just more texture and dimension to your design. And now we're just going to be doing basic bead stringing for the remainder of the necklace. So we have our little copper daisy spacers, and see the gold that just gives it the shimmer from the jump ring. I'm going to add one of our pretty little yellow topaz rondelles. These are like a faceted gem cut bead. And then 2 more of our little 6 millimeter check glass. daisy spacers on each side. We have our spacing. Now we're just going to add on our other owls on each side. And this is a great time to check our spacing. We don't want them to overlap too much. Two more on each side. Just let those slide down. And just with these little sparkle in the check glass, they're really going to sparkle in the sunlight. We're going to add on one of our little melon beads, and these are 8 millimeter, one on each side. We're going to add on one of the 4 millimeter orange rondels. They're tiny but mighty. So they just give just that little bit of spacing, but full of sparkle. We're going to add on one of our beautiful 16 millimeter Goldstone, and these do have a little bit of weight to them. So we're just going to use them sparingly in the design. And it's just going to nestle right up to that 4 millimeter bead. Have all the beautiful autumn tones in this project. And we're going to put another one of our little 4 millimeters. Do the same thing on the other side. And a 4 millimeter. The owls really match the Goldstone. We're going to add another one of our little melons, one on each side. And then two of our check glass, little daisy spacers. And now we kind of have our pattern creating one of our little golds or yellow gem cuts and two more daisy spacers. So we're just going to keep repeating our design until we reach the desired length of our necklace where we will attach our clasp. Added on all the beads to our beautiful necklace, you could just see that beautiful autumn sparkle and that goldstone with the copper and then just the autumn colors. So with the goldstone, since it is a heavier bead, we're going to use 4 2x2s. Two of them just to keep the necklace stationary and two to attach our clasp or our jump rings to our clasp. I'm going to take a 2x2. So we're going to add two on to one side of our soft flex wire. We're going to add on our jump ring. We're going to pass from soft flex wire back through our two 2x2s. And this is just going to help support the weight for the gemstone. It's an optional step, but when my gemstones are heavy or any beads kind of have some weight to them, I just like to use another 2x2 just kind of as a little insurance for my piece. So we're going to take our pliers and just give it a little squeeze on both of our 2x2s. And I'm just going to rotate my plier and squeeze again. And this is going to round it and just give it a more professional finish. It kind of just makes them look like a little gold bead. We have a little bit of a tail. I'm just going to tuck that under the next bead. Now we do have some soft flex on this side, so I'm just going to slide down all my beads. That first little melon bead is resting against the 2x2. And I have a longer piece of soft flex wire, which works because then any leftover soft flex wire I can save for another project. And with this being a discontinued color, you want to make sure that I save any of it that I can. So we have our 2x2s. We're going to slide on that jump ring and pass back through the two 2x2s again. We want to make sure that our loops are fairly the same size. And then we're just going to flatten our 2x2s and round, and then trim off our extra soft flex. And then we would just open up the jump rings, similar to how we attach the little owl charms, to attach our clasp or a piece of leather. And that's what's nice with autumn. It's sweater season. So if you wanted to add some leather, silver silk, a piece of chain, some more soft flex wire, you could just open up the jump ring and kind of make interchangeable jewelry. So we have our beautiful autumn inspired Parliament of Owl necklace with our beautiful Goldstone and the autumn colors and the copper tones. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It helps my little channel grow. And check out down below in the description for the products used in this video, as well as softwaxcompany.com and Beautiful Soul Jewelry. I'll also leave a link down below for the playlist for all other necklace inspiration. Have an awesome day.